Welcome back to the road trip. If this is your first time watching this series, you might want to consider clicking on the eye up here. Well, we were on our way to Darmstadt. There we stayed with Dad's old schoolmate, but we spent the day in Stuttgart. Sis and I brought Milchschnitte because we used to have them all the time when we were younger, and Ma never let us have more than one a day. So we were excited to finish the entire pack. Turns out I physically can't eat more than 2 Milchschnitte without feeling nauseous. On Wednesday we went to Frankfurt and finished our paperwork at the Ethiopian embassy. That day was the Apfelweinfest. So Ma, Sis and I had fish and chips to eat, which just was the cheapest there. The next 3 days we spent driving, shopping and food searching. By the way, I love this honey, mustard and onion pretzels. They are probably not healthy for me, but they taste so good. On Sunday we went to church. As expected, I didn't really like the loud music. If it was a little quieter, I might have enjoyed it. Anyways, it made me feel nauseous. Back home, Dad's friend's wife, who happens to be a nurse, started talking about medicine, which just made me feel worse. On Monday, we were back on the road to Niederdörenbach, which is a small town located in
Rheinland-Pfalz.
You remember when I did very boring adult stuff that stopped me from playing with H and sister? Well, that stuff brought me to Thiel, another not so small city in
Rheinland-Pfalz.
I really liked the city, it was just adorable. And since we were already going west, we decided to go to Luxembourg. In Luxembourg, we had lunch and just walked for a while in the city. Back in Germany, we went over down home. The next day, we decided to stay home since Ma and Pa had to finish some work stuff online. So I made an animatics, my very first animatics. And I also had way too much ice cream that day. The following day, we went to Köln. There, we just walked around in the old part of the city, also known as Altstadt. Almost every big city that I know of has that quarter. Since the day was barely over, we decided to go to Garten der Schmetterlinge, which I like to translate to Butterfly Garden. There, Ma, Sis, and I had cheesecake. Weirdly enough, they had an Ethiopian spice exhibition going on, so we checked it out. The butterfly garden wasn't just about butterflies. It also had other animals like chicken, turtles, and even a lizard. All in all, it was worth driving there. That's it for now. See you in the last part.